Let me set the stage about what Salish and Kootenai is, and it really affects how we do business at Salish and Kootenai and the kinds of businesses we do. We have an excess of 7,000 members. We have 1.3 million acres of land, and we are just south of Glacier National Park. We have the largest freshwater lake west of the Mississippi. It also has a hydroelectric dam that artificially raises the level of the dam by 10 feet. We have a Mission Mountain Wilderness area, which is tribally designated. We are extremely rural, and we have a college on our reservation, SKC. Let me sort of mention ever so briefly the primary businesses that we're engaged in at Salish and Kootenai. We have Quatucknuck Resort and Casino, which is targeted towards tourism. We have Eagle Bank, which helps finance some of the operations. We have SMK Technology, SMK Electronics. That's our manufacturing company. It's separate and distinct from technology. We spun off from that. I'll briefly touch on that in a minute. We recently acquired, we're the first in the nation to acquire a 180 megawatt dam, which is a focus on energy, clean energy, falling water. And we had negotiated the purchase of that dam a number of years ago and just closed that deal just this past month in September. The companies that are directly under SMK Technologies, which I operate, primarily focus on Department of Defense contracting and general federal contracting with the Department of Energy, National Aeronautics and Space Administration, the FAA, the Navy, as well as the United States Air Force. We also have a couple of unique foreign contracts we do, one with the Royal Saudi Air Force. We have an office in Riyadh. We also do work with, technology work with the Israeli Air Force as well, which is an interesting juxtaposition. I can fly into Saudi Arabia and visit with them, but if I ever set foot in Israel, the Saudis would cut off my contract. They always check my documents as I go in and out of the country. I'm going to touch briefly on our LLCs. We have 5 of them, limited liability companies. Every time this touches back to one of the questions you have in front of you. When we decide to do a particular line of business and we want to charter a limited liability company, we take it past our 5-member board of directors to get their blessing. We then, with the board, go to the tribal council and say, we are about to create another company. Do you approve this creation of this company? And here's how we intend to operate and the kinds of business we're going to be engaged in that. And we need to get their blessing on that. So once they do that, we then establish that company. We also have a unique company. This is the first time we've ever done this, a company called Adelos. It's a closely held Nevada corporation, so we have outside investors involved in that particular company. We've located that on the Flathead Reservation, and it deals with high-tech sort of censoring devices that we use to perimeter secure various federal sites as well. With respect to SMK Technologies, Inc., we're the mothership. Our corporation is located and headquartered on the Flathead Reservation. We have approximately 50 employees. We're a Section 17 chartered corporation, meaning under the Indian Reorganization Act of '34. So that's our unique aspect and gives us the longevity and security of that particular corporation. We provide all of the administrative, human resources, 401k services to the limited liability companies. That allows those companies to be located any place in the United States, wherever the customers are. We have about 400 employees under those 5 LLCs as well. And it is our job to make sure that they are efficient and are directed at providing direct customer-based services. You'll notice what I mentioned was, and the companies I've talked about, they're all non-smokestack industry companies. Salish and Kootenai is very, very proud of its environmental record and wants to maintain clean air, pristine water, and so they're very directed towards keeping that kind of industry on the reservation that doesn't pollute and destroy the environment that they live in. With respect to the tribe itself, they have an enterprise policy guideline document that they passed which dictates to us the kinds of things that the Tribal Council wishes to have in their companies that sort of manifest their long-term strategy as to how they'd like to have their companies run and the kinds of companies they'd like to be involved in. First and foremost, I think what I'd like to mention is integrity. The tribe really stresses that. We're always heavily branded that we deliver a strong service and create a very positive name for the tribe in everything that we do. We understand that kind of branding really affects the tribe, and it brings a great deal of pride back to them, knowing that we operate in that arena. Annually, we're required to come before the Tribal Council and present an annual corporate report to tell them how we did the past year and give them a forecast as to how we're going to do in the coming year in terms of our plans. Along with that single corporate specific meeting, we do a general enterprise meeting where all of the various enterprises of the tribe come and meet with the Tribal Council as a group. And it's a round robin sort of discussion. We go around the room and each of the presidents or CEOs talks about the particular business, their plans, their successes, their challenges. We then as a group get to ask one another questions about those operations, not as a gotcha game, but as sort of a game to help one another out and saying, have you thought about this, have you thought about that? Or, so it's always been a popular discussion roundtable with the enterprise managers as well. I think what I want to stress primarily is that when we're in both of those meetings, this corporate specific one and the general enterprise meeting, the Tribal Council is highly interested in what's going on in the businesses. What needs to be stressed, though, is that over the years, the tribe itself, the council has learned that they're not there to micromanage or to manage those businesses in any manner, shape, or form. They're there to learn what it is the businesses are doing on behalf of the tribe as a whole and to either assist in advising and redirecting those particular business activities so they stay in line with what the tribe would like to have done on their behalf. And so we enjoy that arrangement with the tribe. We are also, I think Joe mentioned earlier, and I don't want this to get away, several years ago when we were trying to get into business as tribes, getting financing, getting bank loans, getting lines of credit were extremely difficult, if not impossible. That is not the case anymore. The world has changed. We operate with a substantial multi-million-dollar line of credit in our enterprises, and we're able to carry them through on their needs as, in fact, those arise, and we handle that through our corporate office as well. Interestingly enough, with this really downturn in the economy and how tight it is for lending, the tribe itself lent us some money last year that we needed for a $20 million acquisition we were working on some product deliveries. And so they made a little extra money off of us by lending us some money, and we were able to turn that around in about 3 months with them. So it really has improved from the first days of when we were doing tribal businesses. Thank you.